filmed on location as it happens. All suspects are considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the intro to today's video. It took me a while to edit, but I felt like doing something fun and kind of captivate what happens at Top Tier America. I just wanted to have a little bit of a discussion. So America went from being the top dog to the bottom dog to the top dog to the bottom dog, etc., in War Thunder over the course of time, right? Most notably, when they first started to add these modern tanks, the MBT-70 was a force to be reckoned with, right? When the Abrams was first added, it was a force to be reckoned with, something that was unpennable. But recently, America isn't safe anymore. The rounds that the nations are firing at the Abrams can penetrate its turret and completely overmatch any of its armor. Does that mean I don't like the Abrams? No, not at all. I absolutely love this tank. I still think it hits like a truck. I still have a positive KD in it, and I still like playing America. And of course, they have the ADATs, which is arguably the best vehicle in the game at this current stage, against anything. It can kill tanks, kill planes, kill helicopters, kill lightly armored vehicles, kill AA, anything. Nothing has an issue dying at the hands of... What? Wasn't that weird? Should that not have broken? I don't know what happened, but nothing has a problem dying at the hands of the ADATs. But the Abrams, on the other hand, America's top tier MBT, has some trouble bouncing any shots, really. Now, the crew spacing and stuff still does help this tank. I think that was the biggest thing from the get-go. I always said that. The crew spacing on the Abrams made it one of the most survivable tanks in the game, and it still stands true. You could still get penetrated and not die in one shot. But the chances are you're going to die a lot more than we used to. Anybody who's played these tanks since they were first announced, before there was an M1A1, before there was an IPM1, any of those, the original Abrams was a really, really big force to be reckoned with. But it's kind of been lost so fast. It happened really quickly. I mean, it went from top dog to just, you know, pretty mediocre pretty fast. Now, I don't think the M1A1 itself is mediocre, but the M1 and the IP, they don't really offer too much at this current meta. You could say the same for something like the T64 or maybe even the T72, I guess, stuff like that. But those tanks are in a completely different BR. They're a lower BR than the Abrams. I'm pretty sure all of the Abrams are 10-0, and they have remained 10-0 for quite some time. So is there an issue with this? Do you guys see an issue with this? I kind of do. I'm not saying that I want more vehicles added to make this tank stronger or make this lineup stronger. I don't want necessarily the HA. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I do have fun playing America, and I do notice that they get kills. They can do well. They can get wins, especially if you're playing with a team. But as a solo player, Not having the advantage of random bounces off your turret means death in a lot of one-on-one fights when you're maybe not on top of your game and you don't have the first shot, which is kind of sad. The Abrams has gone from something that is a beastly tank to a glass cannon. In real life, I'm not saying I'm an Abrams driver. I've never been in an Abrams, didn't design an Abrams, but I do know that the round we have in game is underperforming. Now, I'm not saying that this will make the tank better if they buff this round to its actual pen stats, and I don't even know if Gaijin could really find the actual pen stats on this 120mm dart that we use in game, but it would help, and I think it's not a bad alternative, considering you got a glass cannon. I mean, what else do you have at that point? You have speed, mobility, and firepower, right? You have your gun platform as a whole, and then you have the gun itself. We're not even factoring in armor into the equation anymore, because if you're fighting a tank that is 10.0 fully upgraded, it's going to have a round that will penetrate your turret cheeks and kill you from the front in one shot potentially. This is the only top tier tank I believe that this can happen to, other than the Ariete, which is 9.7. I don't know about the new Ariete. Maybe I haven't tested the new Ariete yet, but that does get the best shell in the game, over 600 mils of pen, I believe, on its top shell. So this is what I'm talking about. The tank that is a glass cannon, that's an actual glass cannon in this game, the Ariete, the new top tier one, gets the best shell in the game. The Abrams hasn't had any changes. The M1A1 is still the same. It doesn't get any HA package. It doesn't get a better round. It doesn't get more pen on this new dart that it has. It doesn't get anything like that. And it kind of has created this notion in the game that America isn't that good of a nation. Of course, again, I said in the beginning of the video, the ADATS is fantastic, but I'm excluding the ADATS from this situation because it's not a tank. As much as it is a tank, it's not. It gets 8 ATGMs that are ridiculous, but it's an AA vehicle that kind of is sluggish and whatnot. It doesn't perform the same role as an MBT. So that's what I'm here to ask you guys today. What do you think about top tier America? I mean, everything else on the American tree is fantastic. AH-1Z, one of the best helicopters in the game. The F-100D is one of the best ground pounders in the game, one of the best fighters in the game. Obviously the ADATS, best AA, one of the best AAs in the game. But other than that, the MBTs are severely lacking. I wouldn't, I guess personal preference wants me to say that I don't think the Abrams is the worst MBT, but in all honesty, I think it is. I think it is the worst 10.0 MBT now, just considering its shell to armor ratio compared to the other nations. You can even take something like the T-80B, which is generally really easy to one-shot, right? Or the T-80U, really easy to one-shot if you know where to shoot. Still gets a mango that can one-shot the turret of the Abrams, whereas the Abrams can't go through the turret of the T-80U. So what do you guys think? Do you think there needs to be a new round? Do you think they need to focus on making the Abrams a stronger tank? Better armor, the HA package, do you think that will help? Or do you think making the dart stronger, making it have more pen, and remaining as a glass cannon will help? Or do you guys think that it should just remain the same and stay same old, same old? Personally, I don't know what I want. I have no idea. That's why I'm asking you guys. But I do think that this is a topic that kind of needs to be talked about. Usually I'm on the fence, right? Well, not on the fence with America, but usually I don't talk about America being a weak nation in War Thunder because they aren't. They generally aren't. But something like this is kind of, it's playing catch up now. The Abrams was one of the first to be announced and one of the first top tier vehicles, and now it's been left in the dust by more technology that they've added. Not only that, but the Abrams is one of the most successful tanks in real life ever created. So, its weak representation in War Thunder kind of begs the question, is this really how the vehicle should be? And that's not even talking about how fast it is and its speed and its power to weight ratio, or its neutral steer, which I do believe is seriously underperforming in War Thunder. And I don't mean to seem like I'm bitching about it, because again, I'm not. I'll keep it the way it is if that's how it's going to be, and it might just be like that. I don't think this video alone will change that. But if Gaijin is thinking about doing something like this, I hope it is done. I guess I would like something to be done. I'll continue to play as normal if nothing gets done, but it'd be nice. It would definitely be nice. That being said, if Gaijin does do something like that, will America become the best nation in the game? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So, with that, I'm out. I went and saw John Wick today. It was pretty action-packed, I'll tell you what. There was a scene where a dude got hit with 20 throwing knives. 20. It's pretty crazy action movie. But if you guys enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It's been your boy Slick. Let me know what you think about what I said in the comment section down below. We'll be back with another normal video tomorrow along with a stream. Been streaming every day at around 11 a.m. EST over at twitch.tv/SlickB. So feel free to check that out. I'll see you guys. Peace.